Welcome everybody, Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy here. As always, a warm welcome and thanks for spending your time watching one of my videos. I was sent some golf balls the other day, all the way from Australia. It's a brand I've not heard of before. I think they're fairly new to the golf business. They're called Forte and they make golf balls. And this is called the Apex 6. So I've been doing a little bit of digging around on the internet, trying to find out a little bit more about them, and please go to the Forte website where you will get lots of information. There are 4 balls within that range, so different price points, different types of balls to suit different types of golfers. This is their premium golf ball. This is the one which they are aiming at the sort of top end of the scale, so we're in the Pro V1 market, we're in the top of the range Bridgestone, Callaways, TaylorMades. A lot of competition this top end, so it'll be interesting to see how this ball stacks up. Let me tell you what I found out about them. Forte are an Australian based company. At the moment you can only buy this product in Australia. Just to give you an idea of price, it varies depending on the quantity. So if you're in Australia and you bought 1 dozen of these, it would be $76 Australian, which today converts to 59 US dollars or 47 pounds. And that's quite expensive, isn't it? But if you buy more, the price gets cheaper and it is free shipping, but you can only buy in Australia at the moment. So I'm not sure what their long-term plans are, if they've just rolled it out in Australia and testing the water and then hope to start opening up and selling the States or Europe or wherever. Don't know their plans. But anyway, 6-piece golf ball. Now on their website they say it's the world's first 6-piece golf ball. Now I'm not entirely sure about that because I came across another golf ball called the Maxfly U6, which was reviewed on the internet back in May 2013. That apparently is a 6-piece golf ball. So I don't know if this ball was manufactured before the Maxfly golf ball, but there is another 6-piece ball on the market, so just be aware that this isn't the only one. Now I'm a completely impartial reviewer. They've sent me these golf balls free of charge, but I'm not being paid to do this review, so I've got to be honest and impartial and tell you what I know. This is nothing that you couldn't find out on the internet. There's no trade secrets here. So it's a very high performance ball, 2 years in the research. Best thing we can do is give it a hit and get you some numbers. There's lots of things to read about on the box. I'm not just going to go through all of this. As you can see, there are 6 different layers. There's lots of information here about how the ball works. You can get all that on their website. Really nicely packaged, very well presented. Comes in 6 2-ball sleeves, so rather than your normal 4 3-ball sleeves, it comes in 6 2-ball sleeves. And the packaging, you know, I know we're not buying a product for the packaging, but packaging is an important factor. It's got to have shelf appeal, and it certainly looks the business when you pick it up. What's more important is we're going to go and hit it. I'm going to do some testing with a wedge, and then I'm going to do a testing with a driver, and we're going to look at some spin numbers. So let me crack on and do that, and I'll come back and we'll talk to you about those numbers. Back shortly. Okay, hitting complete. What I ended up doing there was doing a little test with 3 different clubs. I went with the wedge, which is my trusty Titleist 735 forged wedge. Then I hit some shots with a driver, which was the Ping LS Tech 10.5 degree with a Tour 65 stiff shafting, which is a driver I hit a lot with, very comfortable with it. And then I hit some 7-irons with the Ping iBlade, fitted with Modus 105 NS Pro shaft, 7-iron. All clubs I'm very comfortable hitting and kind of know what they would normally do for me yardage wise. So what can I tell you about the Forte golf ball, the Apex 6? Have a little close-up of the Forte golf ball. I mean, you could say, well, you know, it's a golf ball, but you know, this is just the markings on it. It's a very good golf ball, people. It really is. It's nice. The problem I think here is that the golf ball market is super competitive. There are an awful lot of big boys up there. Let's go through it, Titleist, Callaway, Bridgestone, who else have we got? Shrixon, TaylorMade, Maxfly, and lots of others. They're out there, and these companies are massive. Look at Titleist, look how many tour players that play the golf ball, and you look at the ball counts every week on any tour event all around the world. It's dominated by Titleist. So it's a very difficult market to break into because there are some very established big names, and players sell golf balls a lot of the time. Marketing the golf ball is a big deal, isn't it? People look at what the top players use. Now, one of the things that Forte say in their website is that a lot of premium golf balls are designed for tour players. Now, there may be some truth in that. There may be some truth that the Pro V1, Pro V1X may not suit a lot of amateur golfers. So they're saying that they've designed the golf ball which is more suited for a lot of amateur golfers. So that's something to bear in mind. But I think it's an awfully difficult market to get into. Now, I wish these guys every success, and I really hope they make it somewhere, and get onto the map. But if I was trying to start a golf business, I would need some very deep pockets to start thinking about breaking into the golf ball market. I think you'd need a lot of money. Maybe these guys have got lots of money, but you're also going to need some big players using your product. Now, to get the big players, again, you're going to need to pay the big bucks, unless you're lucky enough to pick somebody up who's an up-and-coming star and you're not paying them too much money. But people do pay a lot of attention to what top players are using. So, Forte, it's a fantastic golf ball. I did some putting with it. I've taken it out and done a little bit of chipping with it. It feels super soft. I would have no problems putting this in the bag. I think it's a very good ball. It certainly, for me, plays as well as any of the others out there. Let's have a look at some numbers. They were interesting. Starting with, I'll flash up a little on screen, so this is pretty clear, but I'll just flash up a picture now and again so you can see the numbers. With the pitching wedge, I was looking really at spin rate. It's got some good spin rate numbers here. This ball does spin, no doubt about it. 86.17 was the average total spin with this pitching wedge, which is around about a 46, maybe even a 47 degree loft. Certainly the spin wasn't robbing me a distance. I was still getting 118 yards of carry. So although I was getting a very soft feel and quite a high spin, I wasn't losing distance. That felt great. I'll come back to the driver in a minute. 7-iron, again, felt very good. Reasonably good spin, pretty high spin rate, but again, got some good numbers. Absolutely crushed the last one, got 159 yards of carry, 156. I'd probably have to go and test this with like a Pro V1 again, maybe as a comparison, but I just felt there was maybe a few extra yards in this, maybe 3 or 4 extra yards of carry, which I'm certainly not going to give up. The only figures which didn't really click for me was with the driver. I was using my trusty Ping G driver, averaging my normal club speeds around about 100, 101, 102. Launch angles were consistent. Spin, I couldn't really get much lower than 2875. And this was with the LS Tech head, the low spin head. Now I can normally get that driver down to 2.2, 2.3, maybe get the old one around about 2,000. But I did it several shots, so the driver did spin up a little bit for me, so it did knock off the driver distance a little bit. Longest carry I got was 244, sorry. And with these numbers here, I would normally expect to be carrying that about, I don't know, 250, maybe 255 if I caught it. Now I know that's subjective to strike, and I don't have HMT which tells you where the ball struck on the club face, but I kind of know I hit those pretty good. So spin with the driver, a little bit high. Not the end of the world. Could have been me. Could have been the ball. Not done. But anyway, those are the numbers. So there we go. It's the Forte golf ball. It's called the Apex 6. Go and check out their website. At the moment, the product's only available in Australia. I wish them all the best with the product. Appreciate you sending me the ball. I've got another one in the range to do a little review on. And I wish you guys and girls at Forte Golf good luck. I'll be taking these out on the golf course and using them and enjoying the golf ball. Thanks for watching. If any of you in Australia have tried this golf ball, if anyone knows about this golf ball, wants to post some comments, then let's have some conversation about it. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel, click on the button down there, give this a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.